has the greater story. And his story is going to bring victory not just to you, but it's going to bring victory to your people that's around you. So God had a greater story because God is greater. Now Hannah's husband, these names y'all got to help me, Elkanah, he had another wife, and her name was Peninnah. Okay? Now Peninnah had children by her husband, but Hannah was still barren. She could not have any kids by her husband. So Hannah prayed and she cried. And you can go back and read it. It's in 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel, you can start actually the whole chapter. The first chapter in verse number 8. Well, just read the whole chapter, chapter 1. But Hannah prayed and cried so much that Eli, the priest, accused her of being drunk.
Yep.
Now, when you get so serious to the point to where you don't care who's around and you praying and crying and shouting out, because how many of us really need the Lord to do something in our life? Come on, how many really must need the Lord? I ain't talking about, Lord, I need you to pay this bill, but some of us really need God to work some things out in our life.
God.
We need him to move like he's never moved before. So Hannah cried, she prayed out, and the thing with that, you have to have patience. People say, I don't have patience. When your blessing is on the way, your patience will be there. Your patience will be there. So Hannah prayed and cried. And she went, I think at this, I want y'all to turn to it real quick. 1 Samuel. And after they had drunk, now Eli the priest sat upon his seat by a post of the temple of the Lord. And she was in bitterness of soul and prayed unto the Lord and wept sore. And she vowed a vow and said, O Lord of hosts, if thou wilt indeed look on the affliction of thy handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thy handmaid, but will give unto thy handmaid a man child. She was very specific in what she wanted. She didn't say just a child. You got to talk to God. Lord, this is what I want. All the days of his life, a man child, then I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life. That's where the christening comes from. And there shall no razor come upon his head. Y'all should already know who's in the Bible, that her son, who she eventually had. And it came to pass that she continued praying, y'all. She didn't stop. Continued praying before the Lord, that Eli marked her mouth. Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. He don't even know what's going on either. And Eli said unto her, how wilt thou be drunken? Put away thy wine from thee. And Hannah answered and said, no, my Lord, I am a woman of a sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before the Lord. Count not thy handmaid for a daughter of Belial, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hitherto. Then Eli answered and said, go in peace, and the God of Israel grant thee thy petition, that thou hast asked of him. So we know that Hannah had a son. And what was his name? Zachery. So don't give up. You can stand to your feet. I'm done.